ආයුබෝ වේවා කලසෙත් මුදුන් වේවා දෝස දුරු වේවා සක්‍ර මහ බඳු ආයුබෝවා
We have come to the final day of IEEE Boost 2021. A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to warmly welcome our esteemed guests and our spectators who are gathered here with us today to witness the third day of IEEE Boost 2021. For the second time in history, the IEEE Sri Lanka section is bringing to you the most anticipated event of the year, organized by the Student Activities Committee of Sri Lanka section of IEEE, the IEEE Boost 2021. An exciting 3-day virtual event that brought 20 student branches, 30 student chapters, and 15 student affinity groups from across the country together to participate and interact in a series of entertainment-filled, value-added sessions. And the IEEE Boost 2021 is all set to embark on the final day. That being said, I am Hansi Godage and I'll be your host for the evening. As there are interactive segments lined up for you today, buckle up to actively participate in the coming events. Once again, I warmly welcome you all to remain with us throughout to gain knowledge and enjoy the session. There's a special request for all participants from the organizing committee to rename yourselves in the format student branch _ your name. Now it's time for us to start off the evening's proceedings. Joined with us on this special day, we have a renowned guest. She is the current chairperson of IEEE Sri Lanka section, as well as the immediate past chairwoman of IEEE Women in Engineering Sri Lanka section. Being a highly skilled person who specializes in telecommunication engineering, 2D and 3D video coding and transmission, she serves as a senior lecturer of the Department of Electrical Engineering at the University of Peradeniya, Sri Lanka. Without further ado, I would like to invite Dr. Maheshi Disanayake to welcome you all to the final day of IEEE Boost 2021. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Maheshi to the spotlight with a virtual round of applause.
Thank you, everyone. Good evening, everyone. So on behalf of IEEE Sri Lanka section, I welcome you all to the third and the final day of IEEE Boost. The IEEE Boost is hosted by the Sri Lanka section for the second consecutive time and under the sponsorship of Region 10 Membership Development and Leadership Training Fund. So the SAC, Student Activity Committee of Sri Lanka section, is organizing this event and with the aim of creating a platform for the student members where they can get themselves enlightened about the positive impacts of the IEEE and how the IEEE can give them opportunities to grow as well as to improve their leadership and career goals in life. Now, dear participants, Due to safety concerns with the COVID pandemic, this event is organized as a virtual event. Yet, I hope the platform of delivery would not affect the outcome of the event. I sincerely hope that you will engage with the SAC team as well as the student branches of the other sections, because this is our objective, for you to not be there alone, you to interact with the section as well as your other student branches, so that you get a chance to get the maximum of your IEEE membership, as well as to learn throughout your IEEE days. Then, dear guest speakers, one of the key objectives of our event is to make the student branch volunteers aware about the benefits of the membership, as well as to encourage them to get involved with the voluntary services. So I sincerely thank you for sharing your experience with these inspiring leaders, as well as these positive volunteers for joining us today, because you were the leaders of IEEE, and it's really great to see that you're sharing your experience with the future generation. Now, to the organizers, as the chair of IEEE Sri Lanka section, I thank you for your voluntary contribution towards the event. It's well organized, I can see it, and it's well delivered. So I wish the organizers nothing but the best and the success from this event, and let them be recognized for their volunteering service, as well as giving their time for this, so that the sustainability of the Sri Lanka student membership will remain. So thank you very much, and I hope everyone will enjoy the session. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Maheshi, for the wonderful welcome and introduction. To value your time and effort put into this, we would like to present you with a digital token of appreciation.
Thank you.
Dr. Maheshi, please accept our wholehearted gratitude. Please give a virtual round of applause for Dr. Maheshi Disanayaka. To address student membership and graduate membership benefits, joined with us today is another renowned guest. She is the current student representative of IEEE Region 10, the treasurer of IEEE Young Professionals Sri Lanka, and the student activities chair of IEEE WIE Sri Lanka section. She is also the former chairperson of IEEE Sri Lanka Inspire and the former assistant secretary of IEEE Young Professionals Sri Lanka. She is a research assistant and also an enthusiastic volunteer.
Thank you, Hansi. I hope I'm audible enough.
Yes, you're audible.
Give me a moment. I'll share my screen. Good evening to all of you. I'm going to speak about IEEE membership benefits for student members and graduate student members today. So before moving on to the presentation, I would like to congratulate the Student Activities Committee of IEEE Sri Lanka section for winning the Development and Leadership Training Fund for IEEE Boost. And I can see that this event is well organized, and I'm really proud of you all. So once again, I wish all the best for the rest of the proceedings of the event. So moving on, so I'm Veronica, and I am the current student representative of IEEE Region 10, and as you have heard, I am also engaged with IEEE Young Professionals Sri Lanka and also WIE Sri Lanka. So speaking about IEEE membership, like IEEE membership is it's not just a membership which gives you a recognition. Actually, IEEE membership gives you a huge recognition, but it's not only the recognition, but it opens you for a space of seamless amount of opportunities. So today, in the rest of the time, I'll explain you from my IEEE member. So speaking about IEEE member, so if you're a student member or a graduate student member, you can like be just a member. You can just hold the membership, and even by just having the membership, you will receive a lot of membership benefits. And the most important part is you can join IEEE activities as a volunteer. So by being a volunteer, you will get some other additional opportunities. So we will discuss about one by one. Um, so first, let's look at by just being an IEEE member, what are the benefits that you can gain. Okay. So speaking about benefits, so one of the main benefits of IEEE membership is that you will receive the copies of these two magazines, IEEE Spectrum and IEEE Potentials magazine. So I hope you as members, you all are receiving these magazines, right? So I don't know whether you make the correct use of these important publications. So to speak a bit about the Spectrum magazine, so it is a magazine which has like the information about the major trends and developments in technology, engineering and science through blogs, podcasts, and new features, stories, videos, and interactive infographics, graphics. So this Spectrums magazine is something which will give you an which will provide you some knowledge on the latest trends and technologies. So if you are reading it, so you know what are the things included in that. So it will like support you to be well informed about the latest trends in the technological world. So make use of it. So you are getting the copy of this magazine for sure. So if you have not opened it until now, so next time have a look at it. And IEEE Potentials magazine. So it is something that will help you to explore career strategies and latest trends in research and important technical developments. So this is something important for students and graduate students to learn about the career, your future career and your research interest. So these magazines are like they have two different objectives, and I think both of these magazines will moving on. So IEEE Explore digital library. Sure that you have heard about this. So it has it is a research database for discovery and access to journal articles, conference proceedings, and technical standards. So this is something that which is very useful for the students and graduate students and researchers for their researchers and their educational works, their academic works. So if you're a member, you get discounted subscriptions for this digital library. And so this actually to access this library, you need a subscription. So if you are a member, you get a discounted subscription. And your institute, if your institute has an account or subscription for this Explore library, so then you can access it without any fee. Okay, so IEEE provides you access to a large amount of papers and a lot of educational materials. And as a part of this Explore library, you have something called ebook classics, right? So this is so IEEE members have access to 353 ebooks from IEEE press collection. So you can access them through this Explore library. You can click this browse tab, and then you will be directed into this kind of a window, and there you have something called browse books, and there's a tab called classics. So from there you can access those books by being an IEEE member. Right. And so if you are into research and publication, so then you have a lot of benefits by being an IEEE member. So IEEE publishes nearly a third of the world's technical literature, like in electrical engineering, computer science, and electronics. So most of the conferences, so IEEE sponsors a lot of conferences across the world. So so if you want to publish your research findings in one of these conferences, so as a member of IEEE, you will get a good amount of discount. You will get discounted prices for conference registrations and all that. So it's a large, like it's a huge benefit for the members that who are like engaged in academic works and who are engaged in the research work. So I think like if you have the membership, actually you get a lot of emails, and I don't know whether you read them or not, like everything about these conferences and their prices, and when like all the details about these conferences you will get through email if you're a member. So next time, like if you're interested in joining, or if you're interested in publishing your results or your research findings in such a conference or such a conference, then make sure that you read all the emails you get from IEEE. And something very important for the researchers again, so it is IEEE data port. So this is a place that you can publish the data that you collect for your research, right? So it is an easily accessible repository of data sets and data analysis tools, right? So if you are if you're doing some kind of a research, and if you have already collected a data set, then you can publish it through IEEE data port. And if you require some kind of data set from for your researchers, then you can find it through IEEE data port, and by giving the required reference and citations for the original owner, you can use that data. And also if you are like publishing your own data, you will also give the access to the other researchers to use your data, and you will get the reference or the required recognition for your data, right? So that is something that IEEE members can get. And IEEE Author Center, so this is a place, so as I told you, IEEE as a member, you will get a lot of discounted prices to publish a lot of in a lot of conferences. So this Author Center is some place that you will provide guidance to you to write your manuscript, and also it will give you an training or guidance to use some author tools like Olive, LaTeX, CodeOcean, and also it will provide you some guidance on the using the data port also. And it will also guide you to find the right publication for you. And also, if you want to validate your references, also this Author Center can be useful, right? Moving So IEEE TV. So this is also a place like IEEE members can get the benefit of, like it is a place that you can use, you can see many tech related videos, right? So this IEEE TV also it covers IEEE events and activities from around the globe, and it will publish a lot of tech videos which will be useful for you. So you can access IEEE TV from your membership and get the benefit of it. And collaborating. So we discussed about a lot of things that will be useful for you to learn and access knowledge. So IEEE Collaborative is something about which will allow you to network with people with same interest, right? So collaborative is, it can be like identified as the Facebook for the engineers or researchers. Right? So you can find people who are in similar interest with your research area or your field of career in so you can connect with them and gain their support. And also if you are an expertise of a certain field, then you can provide support to your colleagues and your peers through Collaborate, so that you can connect with them through Collaborate. So it is a place, actually it's a good platform to use. So if you need any kind of support for your research, then you can find someone who is expert in that field through IEEE Collaborate, right? So it's a benefit exclusively for IEEE members. And so IEEE members, especially student members, can participate in many IEEE contests and competitions. So one of some of the examples are like IEEE Extreme Programming Competition. So you must be aware of IEEE Extreme. So it's for this year, Extreme is now around the corner. So if you have the membership, you can participate in these competitions. And IEEE MADC, or Mobile Application Development Contest. So likewise, there are a lot of competitions and contests under IEEE. So if you go to IEEE students website, and I have included the link here. So there are the information about all the contests for students are there in IEEE students website. You can go and have a look at that. So other than that, in IEEE Region 10, so there are two competitions, contests dedicated for students. So one is IEEE Region 10 Student Research Paper Contest, and the other one is IEEE Region 10 Undergraduate Project Video Contest. So for this year, we have already conducted these two contests, and the results will be released very soon. So you can take part in these competitions in the coming years. And other than that, IEEE MGA or member and geographic activities has student student branch website contest. So this is also a different kind of a contest that you can take part in. And apart from that, you know that IEEE electronic design competition. So it will be conducted every year in so under Sri Lanka section also there's this IEEE electronic design competition, so that you can take part in that. So in order to take part in those, you should have the membership. So those are very really good opportunities that you get as IEEE student members. So because if you win these kind of competitions, you will get a huge recognition, not just in your community, but around the globe. You will get a good recognition if you have participated and win in these kind of competitions. And now I would like to show you some benefits of being an IEEE volunteer. So being a volunteer, you will get all the benefits that you get as an IEEE member. So apart from that, you will get some other special benefits. Right? First, I would like to highlight some of the volunteering opportunities you will get from IEEE. So from IEEE Sri Lanka section and IEEE Young Professional Sri Lanka and IEEE Women in Engineering Sri Lanka. So there are a number of opportunities that you can start your volunteering with. In IEEE Sri Lanka section, actually, there's a student activities committee. So as a student, you can volunteer for student activities committee, just like some of your friends are already working. So they have organized this kind of wonderful events. So in the future, so if you are not already a part of IEEE Sri Lanka section student activities committee, then in the future you will get the opportunity to work with those committees. So, and apart from that, so I have included few logos of the events conducted by IEEE Sri Lanka section and Young Professional Sri Lanka and WIU Sri Lanka section. So these events, actually, all these events has is its own organizing committee, and all of you, like as student members or graduate student members, you can apply for these positions. So they will be like calling for volunteers at the beginning of the year. If you are not still aware of those like opportunities, so they will be calling for volunteers together in the beginning of the year. So with your interest, you can apply for any of these events and you can work with them. And in IEEE Region 10, also there are opportunities for you to volunteer. Actually, if you are interested in volunteering in any kind of event in Region 10, then you can email to IEEE Region 10 coordinators with stating your interest and maybe a few maybe as like few things that you are capable of, you are capable of work that you can do, like the nature of the work that you are good at. So so if there's any kind of volunteering opportunity open at IEEE Region 10, then we will get back to you. Apart from that, if you are looking for other volunteering opportunities, this is IEEE volunteer.ieee.org. This is a website where you can find a new volunteering opportunity. So this is a good platform. You can go there and you will have to sign up. After signing up, you will see that if you have a volunteering opportunity for someone, then you can post it there. And also, if you are looking for a volunteering opportunity, then you can find volunteering opportunities there. So it's a very good place, very good platform that you can go and see. So it's this volunteer.ieee.org. I think it's better for you to go and have a look at this and keep sign into that. And just if you're looking for good opportunities, then so I was talking about IEEE volunteering, volunteer.ieee.org, the platform where you can find volunteering opportunities. So just check it out. And generally, as a volunteer, so there will be a lot of benefits that you get. So you will get the opportunity to network with a lot of people. So I have got to know a lot of friends through IEEE, and I think you all also have experienced the same. So a lot of good friends that I have earned in my life from IEEE. So you get the opportunity to network with people with from different universities, from different areas, and people are like from different countries maybe. So there's a huge network that you can build up with IEEE. So if it wasn't for IEEE, you won't be getting like such an exposure maybe. So other than that, you can delegate in different conferences and summits and like events like this, IEEE Boost. So these are very important things to shape up your life and your skills. So you will get that opportunity. So because IEEE organizes different very wonderful events, so you can participate into very various events. So there's a very big diversity among these events, so you can participate in each and every one of each of those events. So other than that, you can receive funding opportunities are there. So you can receive funding for your student branch events, and so you can apply. So there are a lot of opportunities for to fund your events. So in IEEE Region 10 and also different IEEE entities, there are different funding opportunities. So you can just have you will have to search a little bit about the opportunities opening, and so you can find a lot of opportunities for funding and apply for those opportunities. And scholarships. So there are scholarship opportunities for the students and graduate students in IEEE, and travel grants. So if you are going to participate into an IEEE conference or something, then if you are a good volunteer and a member, you can try some travel support provided by IEEE. And also, if you are volunteering for an international event, then you can apply for some travel grants. And other than that, you will get a lot of experiences, and you will learn a lot of things from your peers and your colleagues, people like you meet from IEEE. They will be from different areas and different places, different institutes. So they might know a lot of things than you, and you can share knowledge and learn things from others. So I have learned a lot of things from my volunteering work with IEEE. I've worked with different committees, different projects, so it has given me a lot of knowledge. And in the meantime, you can develop your skills. So actually IEEE is the best platform that you can develop a lot of your soft skills. So I have the experience, so I have shaped my own life volunteering with IEEE. So I'm proud to say that if it wasn't for IEEE, I will not be here. And one important thing, so if you are a good volunteer, like if you are a really committed and a very dedicated volunteer, then there are awards and awards to recognize you. So in IEEE Sri Lanka section, so there are a number of awards offered annually. So that's best student branch activity, best WIE activity, and so the best YP activity will be dedicated for young professionals. Best technical chapter award, and highest membership retention award, and best industry collaborative project. So each of these awards, like if you have done marvelous work, wonderful projects, then you can apply for these awards. And in IEEE Region 10 Student Activities Committee, you have these two awards, Outstanding Volunteer Award and Outstanding Student Branch Award. Okay. So for this year, actually, these awards have already been awarded, but next year you can apply for these awards. And under IEEE MGA, there are these awards, Larry K. Wilson Regional Student Activities Award, and Regional Exemplary Student Branch Award, and Darrell Chong Student Activity Award, and Outstanding Student Branch Counselor and Chapter Advisor Award. So these awards, the final award is dedicated for your student branch counselor and maybe the chapter advisor, but I just have included it here. So you can apply for these awards if you have done an exemplary outstanding work for IEEE by volunteering. Right? Details about all these volunteering the awards are included in the link I have given below. So everything can be found in IEEE students website. So as a final note, I would like to take you through like some proud moment for IEEE Sri Lanka section. So these are some of the inspiring volunteers who have received recognition from IEEE regional and global level. So Dr. Subodha Charles, so he is the recipient of Larry K. Wilson Student Activity Award in 2015. So he's a really inspiring character. And Mr. Yasitha Harshanath has received the same award in 2018. And finally, Mr. Prashant Sampath has received the IEEE Region 10 Outstanding Volunteer Award Special Recognition. So much deserving award. So likewise, so this is a really proud moment for Sri Lanka. So they have won like a special place in for their actually outstanding contributions for IEEE. So I must say that all these awards are really deserving. And also in leadership, like the people who has received who has reached to the leadership positions in region and global level. So Mr. Pasan Petiagoda is an inspiring character, a senior volunteer that I really respect. And Dr. Subodha Charles, once again, he is a real inspiration and an example for all of us. So they have reached positions in IEEE region and global level. So still they are there, and they have opened up a way for all of us to climb that ladder. So I believe in the near future, one of you, most of you, most of volunteers from among you will go to the same positions, same places, right? So moving forward, and about the scholarships, so this is another achievement from IEEE Sri Lanka section. Mr. Chamika Sudhasinghe has received the Richard E. Marvin Scholarship in 2020. So it's another achievement for IEEE Sri Lanka section. Uh, so these are the examples for that achievements of IEEE Sri Lanka section in regional level and global level. So I hope you will be receive these, you will look at these examples and work really hard and committed towards the projects that you are involved in actually. So then one day you will also be in these positions. So to know about a lot of the other news and new volunteering opportunities and the other opportunities of IEEE, stay connected on these platforms with IEEE Sri Lanka section, IEEE Region 10, and IEEE Region 10 Student Activities Committee, and especially IEEE Students website. So on all these platforms, they're active, and stay connected to be well informed about these opportunities. So that's all what I have to share today. So if you have anything to clarify, you may ask. And thank you for giving me this opportunity. And again, I would like to wish you all the very best for the rest of the proceedings. And thank you.
Thank you, Veronica. To value your time and effort put into making this evening a success, we would like to present you with a digital token of appreciation.
Thank you.
Varnika, please accept our heartfelt gratitude. Please give a virtual round of applause for Varunika Hippola. Next in line, we have a fun-filled, interesting activity for all of you. I would like to invite all of you to join the exciting quiz through the link sent in the chat, or else you can join through the website kahoot.it and enter the game pin that is shown in the screen. The first 5 winners will be given amazing prizes, so don't forget to take a screenshot of the winning screen once the quiz is over. And when joining to the game, please use your student branch _ first name to log in, or else we will have to disqualify you from the game. I would like to re-emphasize that please take a screenshot of the winning screen at the end of the quiz to redeem your prizes. We have the game pin in the chat. We have people joining in the game. That's really great to see. It seems that most of you are eager to redeem the prizes today. This is really enthusiastic to see. We have around 200 more participants to join. So please join as quick as possible as we are running out of time. Please log in with your student branch _ your first name. Otherwise, we will have to disqualify you from the game. We have around 140 competitors. 200 more to go. Hurry up and join to the quiz. This will be a really exciting adventure for you guys. All right, due to time restraints, we have to start the game now. Are we good to go? Okay. The first question, which statement is false regarding leadership? You have 20 seconds to go. And we still have 0 answers. There's one. And the numbers are increasing rapidly. The answers have been distributed. So let's see what the correct answer is. It is B, a leader's role is always clearly established and defined. Let's move on to the leaderboard. We have Janakshi from Sri Lanka Telecom Campus, and we have Dulaj, Tisari, Hasira, and Ashani. Let's move on to the second question. Leadership is often more associated with consistency, planning, paperwork, or change. Yes, the correct answer is change, and there are 39 competitors who got the correct answer. Let's see the leaderboard. We have Hasira from Sri Lanka Technological Campus. I'm really sorry, I got it wrong in the first time. And we have MM, Janakshi, Amani, and Danuka. Let's move on to the third question. Which of the following are the different domains of leadership? 15 seconds to go. Yes, and we have 26 who got the correct answer. Let's see how the leaderboard rankings are. We have Janakshi from Sri Lanka Technological Campus once again leading, and there's Dushani Hasira from the same university, and then we have MM, and once again we have Sadit. All right, we can move on with the next question. When a conflict arises among two followers, what first step might a leader take? 15 seconds to go, guys. Yes, the correct answer is gain insight into the nature of the conflict. We have 31 contestants who got the correct answer. Let's see the leaderboard. We have once again Janakshi from Sri Lanka Technological Campus leading, and Dushani Peshan from University of Moratuwa, Danuka from University of Moratuwa, and Vinodi from University of Peradeniya. Let's move on to the fifth question. Membership of a group provides the individual with a sense of belongingness, inferiority, individuality, or superiority. 10 seconds to go, guys. And we have 67 contestants who have given the correct answer. Let's see the leaderboard. It's Peshan from University of Moratuwa leading, Hasira from Sri Lanka Technological Campus, Danuka from University of Moratuwa, Dilendra, and Sandul. Let's move on to the next question. A mandatory prerequisite for team building is 15 seconds. Yes, the answer is commitment from top level management, and only 24 contestants got the correct answer. Let's see the rankings. We have Peshan from University of Moratuwa leading once again, Hasira from Sri Lanka Technological Campus, Dhanuka, Dulaj, and SLI. Let's move on with the next question. I encourage you guys to answer as quick as possible and the correct answers. Because leading is one of the 4 basic managerial functions. Blank leaders. 10 seconds to go. Yes, the answer is all managers should be leaders, and we have got 85 contestants who got the correct answer this time. Let's see how the rankings are in the leaderboard. And it's Hasira from Sri Lanka Technological Campus leading. We have Peshan, Dulaj, Dhanuka, and Dilendra once again. Moving on to the 8th question. Who is the current president of IEEE? Yes, we got once again Susan Katie Lan as the correct answer, and the majority got the correct answer. Let's move on to the leaderboard. And it is Hasira once again from Sri Lanka Technological Campus, Peshan and Dhanuka from University of Moratuwa, Dilendra from University of Jaffna, and Nisal from KDU. Let's move on to the last 2 questions. How many student branches are there in IEEE Sri Lanka section? Now, if you guys were good listeners at the beginning of the session, this was mentioned. I think you will get the correct answer, the majority. Yes, once again, the majority wins with 80 contestants giving the correct answer, which is 20. Let's move on and see the rankings. We have Hasira leading still from Sri Lanka Technological Campus. We have Peshan from University of Moratuwa, Dilendra from University of Jaffna, SLI, and Nisal from KDU. Moving on to the last question. We'll see who are gonna redeem the prizes. IEEE resources, which is helpful for students in paper publications. 5 more seconds. Yes, the correct answer is IEEE Potentials, and only 33 contestants got the correct answer. And now let's check who the winners are. We have Hasira from Sri Lanka Technological Campus in the 3rd place, Nisal from KDU getting the 2nd place, and we have the 1st place for Pishan from University of Moratuwa. Congratulations, guys. Please remember to take a screenshot of the winning screen and send it to the WhatsApp number or the email sent in the chat to redeem your amazing prizes. Great job, everyone. Congratulations to the first 5 winners once again. And once again, I would like to remember y'all to not to forget to take a screenshot of the winning screen and send it to the email or WhatsApp number provided in the chat to redeem your amazing exclusive prizes. I hope this must have been enjoyable and exciting for you as much as it was for me. Excellent work, everyone, and thank you. A heartfelt gratitude for all of you for participating in the game. Now, I warmly invite our distinguished guest, who is the former chair of IEEE Sri Lanka Section Branch Councillor, IEEE Student Branch, University of Peradeniya. He serves as a senior lecturer at University of Peradeniya. Welcome Dr. Ruan Ranavira on Spotlight to share his story on IEEE with a virtual round of applause.
Thank you very much, Hansi, and everybody. Good evening, everybody, to this wonderful event. Thank you very much for inviting me to share my experience with IEEE today with you guys. I guess most of you guys are student members at this point. I see some of my previous student branch leaders, Dhammika, and a few others, as well as I see Dilshan and other members from University of Peradeniya also. Now, I have been in this event, from maybe 6:30 or so, and have been following this. It's interesting, and today I would basically go through what I went through as a volunteer. So before I actually joined IEEE, my volunteering career started not with IEEE, but with IEEE, Institute of Electrical Engineers, which was a UK-based institute, which is the predecessor of today's IET. So I'll start from there, and then I will get to my basic what I did as a volunteer for IEEE and the IET as IEEE as well. And basically, my message is, let me say that at the front. When you do something with a passion, you without expecting too much, you can actually do a lot of good to the society, and in return, you can also be benefited a lot. Okay, so passion is the key word here. So I have always been using this word passion. So be passionate about whatever you do, right? So don't do volunteering or any other thing just because you want to, put that in your CV. It will be okay, but if you are really passionate about what you're doing, you can do wonders to yourself as well as to the society. Right? So in 2000, when I was a final year student in University of Peradeniya, my senior batch colleague, Lilanta Samaranayaka, who is now a professor and who was also a former chair of IEEE Sri Lanka section, he invited me to join IEE Young Members section, IEEYMS Sri Lanka branch, as a committee member of that thing. So I did not have much experience as an as a volunteer, except for volunteering at the undergraduate department society level. But I accepted his invitation and joined the IEYMS and learned what they did. There were some very good leaders and things to learn there. I learned few things from them, and later on the next year I was elected the vice chairman, and then in 2002 the secretary, and in 2003 I was elected the chairman of IEEE YMS Sri Lanka branch. So that was my kind of like IEEE actually gave me the basic foundation of being a volunteer. And it was very enjoyable. There were a lot of things that we did as IEYMS to the students, to the people from industry, and the young engineers. Right? We enjoyed each other's company, and it was fun time. But then I had to leave for my graduate studies to the United States. So I left Sri Lanka in 2003 and joined joined Purdue University in USA for my graduate studies. There, I really did not do much volunteering, but I was just focusing on my studies. And then in 2004, I had to publish a paper. Basically, my professor asked me to submit a paper to this IEEE EMBS conference. So at that time, I was not a member of the IEEE, but this conference had a conference fee. Then the conference fee was paid by my professor, but the fee was, I think, was like $50 less for IEEE members, and the IEEE membership was like $27 or $25 or something like that at that time even. So it was an obvious choice to become an IEEE member and then get this reduced fee for the conference. And that's how I actually joined IEEE, not to become a volunteer or anything, just to get discounts in conferences. I think vast majority of the people in the academia, even to this date, this is the main reason for becoming an IEEE member. Get discounts in conference publications as well as journal publications. There are a lot of discounts in that, as well as you get access to a lot of good academic work, right, in the papers, journal papers and conference papers, because IEEE is one of the biggest organizers of these kind of events, right? So that's how I became an IEEE member. But then from about 2004 to 2010 or so, until I finished my PhD, there was not much volunteering activities. But I can remember in 2001, when I was a probationary lecturer in the University of Peradeniya, Professor Ratnajeevan Hool. Professor Ratnajeevan Hool, he was the first fellow of IEEE from Sri Lanka. He wanted to establish an IEEE student branch. So he worked with some of us and some of my batchmates to establish this IEEE student branch, the first student branch of the IEEE in Sri Lanka back in 2001. Right, and then that was that. And then back in 2005 again, when I returned after my master's, I was also a signatory to start the IEEE Sri Lanka section at that time. So again, there's not much real volunteering there, but just I was part of IEEE family from the beginning in Sri Lanka. And in 2010, I was finishing up my PhD, and I was planning to return in end of 2010, early 2011. Again, Lilantha Samaranayaka is professor now. Professor Lilantha Samaranayaka, at that time, he was Dr. Lilantha Samaranayaka. He was a senior lecturer at the Department of Electrical Engineering, University of Peradeniya. And also, he was, I think, at that time, he was the chairman of IEEE Sri Lanka section. Again, he invited me to join the IEEE Sri Lanka section committee as the treasurer. Well, again, I didn't have any clue about what IEEE was doing in Sri Lanka. I was back in USA by that time, so I told him that I don't know what this organization is, and I haven't done much of any accounting or this bookkeeping, things like that. So I'm not sure whether I am the right person for this. But Lilantha said, no, I know you. I have been working with you. I know you can do this. There's nothing much. You don't need much experience for this. You know already what you have to do. So you can't say no. I mean, anyways, I have already proposed to you, so you will be the next treasurer. So I had no say on that anyways. So I accepted that, and when I came back in 2011, I had no choice but to accept being the treasurer of the IEEE Sri Lanka section. I didn't know much about it anyways. I didn't know any people in the committee. There were a few from our department. Other than that, I didn't know much about that. I think it was Dr. At that time, he was Dr. Rohan Munasinghe, is Professor Rohan Munasinghe now, University of Moratuwa. He was the chair. So we worked there. I learned a lot from him and the other committee members in the IEEE Sri Lanka section. But then, I felt really comfortable working with people, and it was, I got to know a lot of people in the circle, academic circles, as well as in the industry through this thing. So I started enjoying it. So though I was initially, nominated to this without even my initial consent, but it was a fun thing. Also, when I came back, I was also asked to chair the IEEE Sri Lanka section, Sri Lanka Central Region subsection. So I took that also up, as well as IEEE Student Branch Counselor. So as soon as I returned from USA, I was given with so many hats to wear with respect to IEEE. But I took them up, and it was fun working with students, working with colleagues, and working with other people in the country. So in 2012, again, I was elected the secretary, and that was a real important year in terms of my experience, because during that time, the way we elected the chair of IEEE Sri Lanka section was as a rotation between the three main universities that contributed to forming IEEE at that initially, right? It was University of Peradeniya, University of Moratuwa, and UCSC, University of Colombo School of Computing. This year, it was led by the chair was from UCSC, but unfortunately, the chairman was very busy during that time and did not actually come to IEEE activities much. So he was just a namesake chair. So because of that, as the secretary, I had to take up the challenge of doing the chairman's work also. So this actually gave me a lot of confidence in handling things in the Sri Lanka section, and I basically was able to do a lot of things during that year. And I introduced the IEEE Sri Lanka annual family get together, which now is an annual event, I guess. Was initially introduced by me, and this first one was held in Peradeniya, and we had really nice time there, and a lot of people enjoyed it. Also, during that time, there was a IEEE Region 10 EXCOM meeting in Colombo. Right. So I also had the opportunity to attend this as the chair of the IEEE Sri Lanka IEEE Central Region subsection, and it also gave me opportunity to get to know people from the region. The regional director and the treasurer, a lot of big names that you hear now, Professor Toshio Fukuda, Daryl Chong, and a lot of other people. So that was the first exposure that I had with them, and I got to know them at that point. And so that gave me a little bit of confidence to actually lead. And in 2013, I was again in the Sri Lanka section committee as the student activities chair, during which time I introduced the IEEE electronic design competition, which is again another regular event now I see in IEEE Sri Lanka section, which I'm very proud of and happy to see. Again, this was done because of my passion. I really enjoyed this electronic design work and working with students. So this was something that I really like, and I'm happy to say that it is being continued. And another thing is, now I saw during the previous presentation by Varunika, she mentioned Pasan. Right? It was under my, I was the student activities chair when his name was proposed to Region 10 to be nominated as the regional student representative, and we are very proud of Pasan. He's a very talented and skillful volunteer that I have seen. He's still serving in IEEE, and a lot of good work has been done by Pasan. So I'm very happy. So this is one thing, when you volunteer, you get to meet a lot of future leaders and good volunteers, right? So, so this is 2013, and in 2014, you know, 2013. This was 2013, and the 2014 we changed the constitution so that we introduced, because of the experience we had during 2012, we wanted to make sure that the person who leads the next year will be elected earlier on. So in 2013 we changed the constitution so that we have the chair elect instead of vice chair elect, so that he will be automatically be the chairman for the next year. So in 2014 the chair elect position should have gone to UCSC, but because of the bad experience we had previous year, and because there were really good volunteers from UCSC earlier, but you know, they were all, you know, for some reason not available during that time. So out of the order, I was proposed by Professor Gihan Dias to be the chair elect during 2014. So it was a surprise election actually. I never expected that, but during the AGM I was proposed by Professor Gihan Dias, and I thought I'll be able to do it because I had the experience. And during this same year, 2014, I actually participated in a leadership IEEE leadership program called VOLT, a volunteer leadership training program, which was the second time they offered it. In 2014 it started, in 2013, and this was the second time, and I thought this would be a nice experience and I learned a lot. So I actually took that up. It actually gave me a lot of you know, I mean, I learned a lot, because we think we know about how to volunteer and lead, but there are a lot of things that we can actually learn. There are certain things that we have to learn. So I mean, I encourage you all. You know, the VOLT is not a program that is available for everybody, but you know, any volunteer who has the opportunity of participating in VOLT, please do go through it. It's a wonderful event. It's a wonderful training program. You will learn a lot about leading and volunteering. It's a very good opportunity I got. I did that. During the same year, I also got the opportunity to travel to Netherlands, Amsterdam, to participate in the biggest event in IEEE Sections Congress. So I participated in IEEE Sections Congress, which actually gave me the exposure to a lot of, well, all of, not plot. It's the gathering of all the leaders from all around the world. IEEE leadership. They were there. So it's a huge experience. For me, it was a huge experience. Learned a lot about IEEE. I learned a lot about the culture and you know, how to lead, how, you know, what resources are available, and how to manage things and things like that was there. So that was another very important year for me, 2014. That's where I actually learned a lot about IEEE through VOLT, as well as by attending the Sections Congress. And then in 2015, I had the IEEE Sri Lanka section, during which one of the biggest events that we held was the IEEE Region 10 student, young professionals and women in engineering, SYW Congress 2015, Region 10 level. This was proposed and chaired by Kavindu Lekanayaka. He was a very passionate volunteer. You know, he along with, I think, Subodha Charles and many other volunteers, did a marvelous job. I think you know, that was the most successful and the most you know, it was the biggest R10 SYW Congress that they ever had, and it won't be like that ever again, because they had some restrictions introduced, like, for example, it had to be done inside a university, and there were certain things like that. So because of that, this was the best IEEE Region 10 SYW Congress that was pulled out by Upul and Subodha and the others. So this was again another very important thing for me, as well as personally for me. I got to know many regional leaders as a in personal level, right? In personal level, there were a lot of good friends that we made during this time, because we had like one whole week kind of experience with them at Galadari. So we were together. It was a great experience. And also, so this also gave a lot of good experience to many of our future volunteers. Peshan Sampath, Yasit Harshanath, and many other people. Well, actually, they were exposed to this during this exposed to the IEEE culture and volunteering during this conference and congress. And I think that was actually a great event that Kavinga and Subodha they brought to Sri Lanka. That was another very successful and useful event in 2015. So, and in addition to this, I had several opportunities to visit Region 10 meets. That's basically they are like the AGM. In Bangladesh and in Calcutta and like other places. So I had this opportunity also as a volunteer leader in IEEE. So this is another opportunity, another thing that you get as a benefit, maybe not even at the section volunteer level. Even Upul and Subodha, they attended to the Amsterdam IEEE Sections Congress with me because they were already planning to have this Art and SYW Congress. So we got them also there. So they had I think Subodha was a student at that time. He was a University of Morocco IEEE chair, student branch chair. So likewise, we also will have this kind of opportunities. The Sri Lanka section funding some of the expenses, and they finding some other sponsorships to cover the expenses. So this is a good experience, and that's another opportunity that you will get as volunteers traveling around and getting to know people. And 2016, I was the immediate past chair of the section, but then I got involved with R10, Region 10, as the membership development committee member in the membership development team in Region 10. And in 2017 also continued that. In addition, in 2017, I was the awards coordinator for the Student Activities Committee of Region 10. So again, I was able to get to know a lot of regional and IEEE MGA level leaders during this experience. And later on, I actually, 2018, I was again membership development team. But after that, my involvement with IEEE volunteering was reduced to Sri Lanka's Central Region subsection level and in the student branch level. So, but basically, I had a very fulfilling and nice experience where I myself got benefited through this volunteering career in terms of having the opportunity to get to know a lot of people. I remember Varunika also mentioning this. A lot of my professional network involves people that I got to know through IEEE volunteering, not just in Sri Lanka, but all over the world. So this is something that you guys need to keep in mind, the students who are here. Now, the important thing is now, why should we take IEEE membership? A lot of people take IEEE membership for many different reasons, right? The number one reason is getting the discounts for the publications. That's for the vast majority. That alone is enough. But that is just a financial benefit. Other than that, there is not much. In order to actually reap the benefits of actual, what you pay for, because you pay as students, I think $27 or so. And if you don't get anything back from this, it's a waste, right? So don't pay that 27 if you are just going to be a member and for the namesake, because it is not going to help you at all, because you can participate in many events even without being a member. But if you are being a member, try to volunteer, not officially even, like, you know, you don't have to actually officially be elected to one of these branches or to the Sri Lanka section student activities committee or anything. You can actually have help your volunteer leaders to organize things, and in coming up with ideas, and you interact with the industry. And if you do that before you go to the industry, why do you most of the people do this volunteering because they want their name this appeared in their CV, right? It's actually, if you don't really do volunteering, just a name on the CV will not improve your soft skills or networking skills or the leadership skills or anything. It will just be a line in your CV, right? Even for when you go to the interviews, it will just be a line in your CV. Nobody will care about it. But if you have actually volunteered, for example, if you have contacted the industry and tried organizing things with the industry, and that way your name will, the industry will know you before you go to the industry. You don't have to include your activities in the CV. It will be already visible, right? So likewise, if the volunteering is the biggest thing, as I say, for the vast majority of you who are not planning to publish anything with IEEE, this is where the potential is for you. Okay, so you get to know people, you have fun. It's really fun thing, you just move around with a large number of young vibrant people. So it's a fun thing, right? Obviously these 2 years it has been kind of working from home, but this is not going to last forever. After this kind of gloomy period, you will get together and have fun, meet people, and it would be a wonderful experience. So my as Veronica mentioned, there are many benefits of volunteering. Number one, I think, is networking and meeting new people. You will meet and get to know future leaders, future volunteers, as well as leaders, not just in IEEE, but because these people who develop these leadership skills, they are going to go ahead. For example, both Subodha and Yasitha, who won Larry K. Wilson regional leadership student volunteer positions, I recommended both of them to this, and I worked with them personally while they were students, right? So you get to meet these leaders, even Pasan, and all the other leaders that you see coming up. You get to know them, with a face lead, right? Before they become leaders, you get to pick them up. I see a few such bright careers already, at least in University of Peradeniya, which I'm working with, and I see a lot of people already. So you get to know future leaders. You can help them get to their potential. You gain confidence in your own strengths, and also you can do really good something to the society. You can make an impact to the society. You get recognition for what you do, and you become a leader in your circles, in your society. And as another benefit, you get to travel around and enjoy around the country as well as around the world through these volunteering activities. And also you get a lot of opportunity to collaborate and work together, and more than anything else, to have fun. So if you enjoy volunteering, you are going to have fun. Okay, so this is what I have to say. So to conclude my story of IEEE volunteering, I would like to say, be passionate about what you do and give back to the society as much as you can, and you will be happy and you will gain a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ruan, for sharing your valuable insights and experiences on IEEE. To value your time and effort put into this, we would like to present you with a digital token of appreciation. Dr. Ruan,
Thank you
please
very much.
accept our wholehearted gratitude.
Thank you.
Please join me for a virtual round of applause for Dr. Ruan Ranavira.
Thank you.
All right, so now we are looking forward to improving and providing the best for you in our future events. For us to make that a reality, we value your feedback. Please take a few minutes to fill out the feedback form sent in the chat, or you can simply scan the QR code on the screen to receive the feedback form. The link has been sent through the chat. All right, as it's going on, let's move on to the next event of the day. Last but not least, I would like to warmly invite Avishkar Tudurge, Chairperson of Awards and Recognition Subcommittee, Sri Lanka Student Activities Committee, to deliver the vote of thanks.
I'm Avishkar Tudurge, Awards and Recognition Subcommittee Chair of IEEE Sri Lanka Section Student Activities Committee. First of all, I'd like to congratulate all the winners today who were awarded at the Student Branch Recognition at IEEE Boost 2021. And also, on behalf of everyone, I'd like to thank Dr. Maheshi Disanayak, current IEEE Sri Lanka Section Chair, and Dr. Ruan Ranavira, former IEEE Sri Lanka Section Chair, and also Varunika Hikpola, Regional Student Representative of IEEE Region 10, for joining us here today, despite of their busy schedules. And also, I'd like to thank all the speakers who joined us in the previous Boost days as well, day 1 and day 2. Thank you all for joining us and make this event a great success. And also a huge appreciation goes to the Student Activities Committee of IEEE Sri Lanka Section, especially including Dhammika Marasinghe, Student Branch Student Activities Committee Chair of IEEE Sri Lanka Section, and Lihini Rajapaksha, Sectional Student Representative of IEEE Sri Lanka Section, and also including our very own subcommittee members, the Membership Development Committee, the Public Visibility Committee, Awards and Recognition Committee, and Industrial Relations Subcommittee. Thank you, team, for your huge contribution and for your time. Without the huge support, this whole event would not have been a great success. So thank you very much, you all. And also thank you again, Manodin Abadevapa, the host for today's Student Branch Recognition program. Thank you for your time also. And also let me thank our two moderators. At day 1 and day 2, we had Pavani Vikramatilaka as our moderator. So Pavani Vikramatilaka, thank you very much. And please accept our digital token of appreciation. Thank you very much for your time and doing a good job in the day 1 and day 2. And in the day 3, today we had Hansi. Yes, Hansi Godege. Thank you, Hansi, for your contribution. Please accept our digital token of appreciation on behalf of every one of us. Thank you very much. These are our two moderators for the IEEE Boost 2021. And also, I'd like to thank all the participants who joined us today and also in the previous IEEE Boost days as well. Thank you for your contribution and active participation we saw here today as well. And we hope that you'll join in the previous, like you will join in the coming up activities as well with us. So stay tuned. And I guess we are not done here. We have I think we have our national project chairs. They have some announcements to be made. So let's hear them out as well. So my part is done here. Next up, we have our national project chairs. So the platform is yours, our all national project chairs. And thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you, Avishka. Please give a virtual round of applause to Avishka Tudwage. I warmly invite the IEEE National Project Chairs and IEEE Young Professionals Let's Talk Chairs on Spotlight to make a few announcements for the audience.
Hello guys, good evening everyone. I hope I'm audible to you. I'm Lanka, co-chair, student of Open University of Sri Lanka and co-chair of IEEE Sri Lanka section, student young professional women in Indian in Congress 2021. First of all, warmly congrats all the winners of IEEE Boost student recognition ceremony. SLSYWC is the most awaited and flagship event of this Sri Lanka section. So as usual, this year's Congress is also around the corner. For the newbies, I would like to give a small introduction about the Congress. Congress has got long journey since 2012 and this year proudly celebrate the 10th year anniversary. Congress is a very special platform for all the IEEEans where all the delegates can build a good network with other participating delegates, a platform to share your knowledge and also gain knowledge about the latest technologies. So unfortunately, due to the pandemic situation, we won't be any possibility to any physical events, but we won't disappointed you. We have arranged an existing virtual events for all delegates who wish to join with us. Stay tuned and make sure to experience this remarkable moment. And also follow our page where the link is attached in the chat box. So you can always be updated about the Congress. Thank you, take care, stay safe, and good night.
Thank you, Sharil. Anjana?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So let me share my screen. Is my screen also visible?
Yes.
Yeah. So first of all, I would like to congratulate all the winners at today's IEEE Boost event. So I'm Anjana Rampe, Program Team Lead on behalf of IEEE Techno Meetup Organizing Committee. So we have something very interesting coming up from our end. So it is Tech Narrator, an all new video content creation competition. So if you guys are good at explaining, presenting, narrating a cutting-edge technological content creatively and more precisely to a general audience, so this chance is all yours. So all you have to do is make a creative video content based on the topics we have given. So we have given a few topics, so you can pick one from them and make your video content. So you can use any language you like. You can use Sinhala, Tamil, English. So, and also you can use any tool to make your video creative and informative. For an example, even you can use a combination of PowerPoint and Zoom recording to make a creative video content. So it's totally up to you. So when we take the video, it should be mainly 3 to 6 minutes length, and it should adhere to the guidelines we given through our Tech Narrator portal at IEEE Techno Meetup website. So you better visit there and follow all the guidelines mentioned in the website. So don't miss this opportunity. So we have process of a prize pool of more than 60,000 rupees for all the winners. So we are ready to provide valuable recognition for your creation. So here's your chance to grab. So make it count. So thank you on behalf of IEEE Techno Meetup for giving me this opportunity. So stay safe and stay tuned with IEEE Techno Meetup. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela.
Have I audible, Bhavika?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm Vidura, as well as I'm the Chacha. I'm the stock co-chairman for and professionals IEEE Sri Lanka, as well as for Upskill 2021, which we are organizing as a collaboration with regional 10 young professionals and as well as region 10. So that's going to be take part in 26th and 24th and 26th September. It's going to be with around 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. via Zoom. We had to go full online because, in this pandemic situation, we have to be responsible citizens. Upskill 2021 is the hallmark event of the IEEE Sri Lankan section Young Professionals with the group collaboration with IEEE Region 10 Young Professionals. And this will help you guys to encourage with soft skills and the development of professional skills as the young engineers. So we are so excited to see you guys on 24th and 26th September. Keep your days locked and we'll see you then.
Dilini, over to you.
Hello everyone, I'm Dilini Ekanayaka. I'm representing 3 projects and I'm volunteering at 2 projects only. From IEEE Student Activities Committee, I'm a co-chair of IEEE SL Inspire project. That is the project that we are focusing on educational platforms. So basically what we are doing there is we are trying to reduce the gaps in between higher education and secondary education in Sri Lanka. And yeah, we to get to know more about our project and to have we also have exciting events. So you can follow our social media pages and also our website. You guys can follow you guys can just click on our website link and go there. In our library, we have some resources. That is our main purpose. We are sharing resources that so we are going to build a platform to share educational resources, and that is SL Inspire. And also we have another project in Young Professionals Sri Lanka. So there, that project is AI Driven Sri Lanka. There, what we are going to do is we are trying to build a community with the people who are interested in AI, artificial intelligence, and also machine learning. Hope we have more people here who like to get into artificial intelligence and who are also already there. So join with us. And the main thing that I have to tell is we are going to do a boot camp, AI Driven Sri Lanka boot camp. We are going to do it as 3 phases. Going to start with the beginner level. So it will be like just introduction and a small activity with the experience sharing with the people who are already in AI community in Sri Lanka. And yeah, the date is 10th September for the phase 1. After that, we will be having the phase 2 and phase 3. The main thing is to go to phase 2 and phase 3. We will be having like a few set of people for that. So just go and register for the AI Driven Sri Lanka Bootcamp, and keep in touch with us with our social media links. And also with the AI Driven Sri Lanka, we have few initiatives. This is a new initiative by Young Professionals Sri Lanka. We have few other segments, like we have a community talk series. So monthly we are doing community talk. We have a community, so you guys can join with our community, AI Driven Sri Lanka community, with WhatsApp group. And if you are interested in doing talks for your community, just to share your knowledge in AI and machine learning, this is the place for you. And we also have another session in our community talks on 31st August at 6 p.m. Hope you all will be joining there. And also you guys can share your papers, blog articles, and which are related to AI and machine learning. So we can publish that in our AI Driven Sri Lanka Ignite Shift Medium. That is a place that you can publish your articles there. And also along with the AI Driven Sri Lanka community, we have TED Talks as well. So there we are inviting people and doing few TED Talks to gain our knowledge and to help other people, help the community to gain their knowledge. And also we just get off from the boot camp. Hope you guys join. If not, just join with our boot camp session. So you will get to know more about AI and machine learning there. And that's all about AI driven. And then now I'm going to StudPro. That is the place that you guys can get an experience about interviews. Like it's the career fair of IEEE. If you are an undergraduate or fresh graduate, this is the place for you to join and enhance your interview skills and other skills that you might need to get into career life. And registrations are open for StudPro, but we are going to close registration on 1st of September. It's after a few days, so just follow the link and register with the StudPro, and you guys can have more knowledge with that as well. Also, to know more about IEEE Young Professionals Sri Lanka, just follow our social media links and our website. And that's all. Thank you for the opportunity, and also many congratulations to the student branches who won the awards. And to others, just try the next time. You will be able to win next time. Thank you all.
Thanks a lot, Dilni, for sharing those information. I also have one more thing to share from Sri Lanka section side. This is the DLP program that we'll be having. Hold on. Okay. This is the DLP program that we are having this month. I hope you all can see. This will be on 9th of September, and the registrations are open now. If you go to the IEEE Sri Lanka section Facebook page, this DLP will be from a really interesting professional from the London, University of London, who is working as a professor in wireless communications there. And after the DLP program, we'll also have a moderative Q&A session on all the things related to massive Internet of Things and how AI is utilized there. So I welcome you all to join in this segment as well. So those are like few uh, messages that we want to share. The main reason why we want to share all these different kind of messages, because from IEEE Sri Lanka section side, as well as from IEEE Sri Lanka section student activities committee side, what we do is we do connect and help all the activities from all these different kind of committees. From It's not only from student activities committee, the different national projects that we do, for example, Sri Lanka section Congress or Sri Lanka section, the other activities related like Technomeetup or even Innovation Nation Sri Lanka and SL Inspire. And all these different activities are to help all the undergraduates as you all are joining today. So get the best out of these different kind of activities we do in each of these segments. And from the young professional side, they are doing multiple programs again, from upskill to Strut Pro to the AI driven Sri Lanka, which has even like some focus areas focusing on undergraduates other than the professionals that they are targeting on. And from even engineering side of it, they are also in line of organizing the symposium, WI symposium. If you go to the WI Sri Lanka Facebook page, you can follow the required information as well. So as you know, and even like in the very beginning, as we share multiple examples from students to some of the senior volunteers that we have in IEEE, so there are like multiple opportunities out there. And what we can do now to get the best out of these, first try to engage with all these activities if it's hard for you to volunteer. Because sometimes to volunteer, some people prefer to get engaged first. So get engaged with all these different kind of activities. And if you go to like IEEE.lk, you can see multiple events that are happening in each week. So get participate in these each of these events, and then once you have the hang of it, you can actually volunteer. For this year, for most of the projects, the volunteer cycle is already gone, but still, if you start engaging at this point, then by the end of the next this year, when we call for national volunteer applications for all these projects at both student, YP as well as WIE, you can apply for these opportunities and get the best out of these volunteering opportunities. So get the best out of that, and I hope that you will keep as one major takeaway that you want to get out from IEEE Boost. While asking that request from all the delegate side, I want to thank everyone from the IEEE Sri Lanka section side who supported us in this initiative from the time we suggested this program in back in March, and up till now by evaluating and recommending our proposals to region level, and as we are progressing in terms of like budgets and some evaluations and enhancing different programs. So thank you everyone for all the comments and the guidance that you gave us. And from the team side, I want to thank all the members in my three teams. This specific event, IEEE Boost, it's mainly done by the membership development subcommittee, who are mainly focusing on the membership development and the volunteers in the segment. So there, Vidura, as you all know, is heading the subcommittee, and with him we have all these young and energetic volunteers. I really want to thank Shant, Taraka, and Eroshan for the contribution that they did over last few, not only few days or weeks, few months, because preparing for this kind of event and when you scale up using multiple 3 segments where we had 3 key interaction points, spread the word, and then Adahare, and then the boost. So thanks a lot for the great job you have done. And after that, all these different kind of visual representations that you see from all these photos to videos to all the great work that you have done. Leading from Sunali, thanks a lot for taking the leadership with the Public Visibility Committee and for supporting us this project. And then all the great tool set that we have and the proven volunteer sets that we have in the Public Visibility Committee. From Heshan to Samiditu, who led most of the designs, and then Srilal and Samira, who took part of most of the social media activities, as well as in voting and keeping our presence in web likewise. So thanks a lot that all four of you. And other side of it, as we mentioned, award and recognition side of, because IEEE Boost, again, we are doing multiple recognitions, and over last few weeks, there were like multiple meetings and some of the like recognitions and some of the discussions that we have done, they were like ending up at about 4 a.m. in the morning. So thanks a lot for the all hard work, Avishka and the team, Harni and Samita, for helping us to track all these different kind of activities coming up from student branches, so that we can continue to help them to achieve better in different kind of regional as well as global applications that they do, and also supporting both myself and Lini and the XCOM representatives who were presenting from the Sri Lanka section side with the process. So thanks a lot on that. And last, Lihini, thanks a lot for all the work that you were supporting in term and with the coordination with all the committees as well as student branches and some of the speakers as necessary. And thanks a lot for taking that leadership. With that, I'll finish all these different kind of thanks I was doing, and we are hoping to see you all in upcoming event of IEEE Sri Lanka section. Thank you everyone, and have a great night tonight. Enjoy.
Thank you, Damika. Thank you, everyone, for all the news and announcements and all the updates and for all the Thanksgivings. So now we have arrived at the end of this spectacular evening, IEEE Boost 2021. It definitely was an exciting and thrilling event for all of us. I would like to thank all of you once again for actively participating and staying strong with us till the end of this event. Without you, this event wouldn't be a success. Wishing you all the very best. Take care and stay safe. Good night. I'm Hansi Godage signing off for the day.